Alright. Okay. If we remember correctly, I think... Oh yeah, we had to collect all this stuff. So we need a sewing kit, which should be easy to make. Yeah. Okay. We have that. Now we need elf shoes. And a gnome hat. But I don't know how to distract the little guys from... Cat tree. Cute. But yeah, no, I literally don't know how to even get the little gnome guy. Oh, the shiny lure can probably get them. Duh, what do I use a skeleton key for? Oh! Okay. Okay, and now to make a shiny lure. I guess I can make keys now. Did he only just turn into shoes? Oh, the kitties! I really like the kitties. I need 3 of the gnome thingies. Pardon me. You're gonna be one of those freaks? Yep. Mm-mm. This is the field. Okay. I can get wood, I think. Nope, the gnomes like puzzle boxes. Okay. I gotta go to the docks. Sorry, I am in the process of trying to also get myself situated with food. I need to figure out... trying to figure out food. Ew! Oh my gosh, it's a black cat! What a baby. A seashell. Barnacles? If I had a line, am I gonna be able to go fishing? So many passers-by. This seems yet another collection of crusty barnacles clinging to the surface of a stone until the tide next surges. But you can spot the inconsistencies, the irregularities within the scattered arrangement, and with the single exacting touch, the illusion falls away. Below the tide pool. Is it a... Excuse me, can you spare any seashells? I tried all along the beach, but everyone else gets to them before I can. She points along the shoreline where you see scores of fishermen digging in the sand. Every so often, one of them discovers a seashell and rejoices as if it were a gold nugget. Seashells? What's the big deal with seashells? The little girl looks down at the docks and to a particularly large ship at anchor. See that big boat over there? My dad's the captain. He was supposed to come ashore and tell me all about his adventures on the high sea. Like he always does. But he hasn't come out since they docked. Why is it always that when... So I tried to go and see him, but there's a grouchy sailor who says I can't go inside the boat unless I got seashells. So I tried to find some, but now everyone else is trying to find them too. There's not enough left for me. Sounds fishy, alright. You stay here, little one. Let me have a chat with this sailor and get to the bottom of this. Really? I better listen to a grown-up like you. I promise I won't move a muscle. Alright, let's get to digging, I guess. Because I think... what the fuck is that thing? Whoa there, where you think you're hobbling off to? Me? Why, I've come to visit my son. Yar no you ain't. The only family anyone on this tub has is the sea yourself. And no one gets aboard unless they pay the toll in seashells first. What's a gold-brained swabby like you want with a bunch of dirty shells? Tea ain't for me. The captain got his own business with them shells, and I ain't one to question him. So either bring me your dues or cast off. Bring me seashells. The nice kind, too. The ones that sound like the ocean waves. We're here at the market. Big. You elbow your way to the front of a crowd that has gathered to observe a three-way shouting match. A trio of merchants and yelling wildly at each other. You treacherous fiend! I know it was you that snuck into my shop and put mealworms in my bread. Worms? Do you think I have the time to try ups about your silly little bakery? I have to make sure you stay out of my smithy. Firecrackers in my coal? I could have lost an eye. Ha! And you would have deserved it, you traitor. I know you ruined a whole batch of my candles with that sulfur stunt. Now my store smells like a mule's behind. The men launched themselves at one another, fists swinging in a whirling melee. Off in the shadows, you catch a stealthy figure watching the chaos with a delighted grin. Nyahahaha. Dance, dance, how the idiots prance. With the flick of her tail, the feline disappears through the maze of the market stalls. What's all this commotion about? A dull, monotonous voice drones out across the square in reply. You don't even know the worst of it. Pitched to a post, this tragic creature rises its tear-filled eyes at you. Despite its depressing appearance, you find yourself somehow feeling lighter. What on earth is a rainbow sprite doing in the midst of a market brawl? I thought your kind thrived on love and sunshine, and all that kind of sappy drivel. Oh, sure. Normally this market's a wonderful place to be, but lately it's been nothing but misery and unrest. Just look around. All I see are three little bats puffing about their chest and barking like mutts. Surely a hot meal and a good night's rest will cool their heads. I'm afraid it goes deeper than that. You see, all sorts of awful things have been happening. Vandalism in folks' gardens, trash in the well, wagon wheels tampered with, rumors spreading like wildfire about this or that, cheats and lies. Now, I'm usually the one who keeps the peace around here with my trusty magic horn, makes the truth flow, keeps folks honest. But with all this deception and treachery in the air, it's as limp as a noodle. My powers are useless. A droopy horn is no laughing matter. If you had a bit of a pick-me-up, do you suppose you could get this place under control? Sure as sugar. I just need to get some of my strength back. A good snack ought to perk you right up. If you excuse me a second, I should be able to get some food situated for myself, and it'll all be good. I need to figure out unless, like, is that better? I think so. Oh boy. We're back with some ice cream. I'm continuing to play the game. Big problem though, gamers. I think I left my phone upstairs where I was eating food. So I'll leave again and I'll be back real quick. Okay, we're back again for the second time. Wrong scene. Wrong scene. Okay. Let's see. To make a rainbow roll. Eat our funky little bear while we figure stuff out. We need a cow. Perfect. The miserable creature dips its snout to investigate your tasty dessert. Is this for me? It troubles me to see a benevolent beast afflicted by such melancholy. And the quicker that horn of yours works, the quicker we can sort out this mess. Throwing back its head, the unicorn swallows the odd confection without even chewing. The spots on its back glow a soft lavender, and its hooved feet levitate off the ground for just a moment. From above, a thin sliver of sunlight breaks through the clouds and sparkles off the unicorn's horn, momentarily blinding you in a dazzling flash. When you look back, the unicorn is happily wagging its tail at you. Its horn looks reinvigorated with a pearlescent sheen. Ah, that hit the spot. Looks like the old truth detector is working again. Well, what are you waiting for? Blast those fools! The unicorn lowers its horn and takes aim at the feuding shopkeepers. A long moment passes as the unicorn's body quivers with anticipation. Wait, I swear this never happens. My powers are all charged up, but none of them are actually lying. So they really did sabotage each other's businesses then? My horn oh my gosh. My horn will only be able to blast the lies out of someone who's truly false. As far as they know, they're each telling the truth. Which means someone else must be responsible for this mess. The feuding shopkeepers run out of insults to hurl at each other and all storm back to their businesses in a huff. I'll go investigate the scene of the crimes at their shops. Maybe I can turn up some clues. That insufferable baker. I'll tear his nose off the next time I see him. Settle down, Master Chandler. You're being dubbed by a prankster. Ha! A prankster? It was that baker. I'm sure of it. I don't see no evidence to the contrary. You want evidence, eh? But there's a clue around here that will unveil the truth. Get some evidence or get out! This bag smells suspiciously of sulfur and has a shipping address stamped on it. Tier 3 Import Stockyards. Okay. Gotta cover my feet because of cold. Which is awful. But hippie would it be? Alright. Arg that blasted Chandler. I'll wring his scrawny neck. Calm yourself, Master Blacksmith. You're being played for a fool. Ha! Fat chance. Only some hard evidence could ever convince me that it wasn't that blundering knave. If someone really has been sneaking around here, there ought to be some clues left behind. Only evidence could possibly change my mind. Some fireworks have been hastily shoved in this coal barrel. The tag on the firework reads Property of Town Watch. If lost, please return to the village gallows. Whoops. Can I not investigate anything till I talk to him? Grr, the oafish blacksmith just grinds my gears. I ought to give him a smack on the brow next I see him. Master Baker, please settle down. You've been tricked. Ha, I very much doubt that. Only a fool would believe that story without any evidence. Fine, you want evidence? I'll get you some. The true criminal must have left clues around here somewhere. The strange vase doesn't look like it belongs in a bakery, and there's still some bugs and dirt inside. An inscription on the side reads, Harold Grimes, 17XX 17XX, hanged under the old grave tree for crimes he never committed. I don't know if my chat's working. Yep, it is working. I gotta use the restroom. My feet are still freezing. Oh my goodness. I almost forgot the supplies. I should probably restock entirely while I'm here anyways, because it's a little difficult when you don't have what you need. You don't know if you're ever gonna need anything, so I may as well carry what I can on me. You know, get it taken care of. Keep it busy. Winnie! Winnie, what's going on, baby? What's going on, kitty kitty? Hi, honey. Okay. You peer through the slatted planks of the gallows. It doesn't look like it's seen much use recently. The space underneath it is stiff with evidence stored and parade decorations, including a box of dusty fireworks. An errant note catches your eye, but you can't quite fit your hand through the wooden planks. Drat, I'll need something thin and grabby. How do I get to the graveyard? You there, can I get a word with you? Sorry, ma'am, but I must warn you, the graveyard's not safe right now. If you got flowers, I can go aim at a grave if you want. But when I croak, nobody better bring me posies. What's the matter? Something's got the spirits of all this place riled up in a real bad way. All restless and cranky they is. There's this horrible howling coming from the mansion up road. There's this horrible howling coming from the mansion up the road, a scream that chilled the bumps right off of your goose. Every time I gather up my wits to take a look-see, my knees turn to jelly soon as I set foot on the path. Mark my words, that creepy old place is haunted by something more than just a sleepless spirit. Ha! Ghost stories are for children. When you get to be my age, it takes something special to put the fright in you. Well, if you're so sure about that, could you all go up there and tell me what you see? Maybe it has something to do with what's got all these ghosts so agitated. Crooked fellow peers down at you as if you're someone else coming to make fun of his eternal predicament. You spot a piece of paper floating inside its translucent body. What you got there? Don't you suppose I can convince you to cough up that paper? Spirit salts. You sprinkle the exercising salts onto the ghost. He sputters and sneezes up the paper suspended inside his head before going back to swinging as if nothing had happened. Looks like a page of someone's diary. My best plan yet. These grave bugs will make the baker's buns taste like embalmed eclairs. I'll just dump the dirt out of the stupid urn to carry them. This should be proof enough to convince the baker who the real culprit was. Ghost water. Ooh. Oh my gosh. As you walk through the dilapidated estate, the temperature drops drastically. The floorboards and walls groan angrily as if the whole building is upset at your invasion. A gust of wind suddenly rushes up the staircases, though the house itself is drawing breath. An ear-splitting scream stirs dust from the rafters and makes your knees weak. That's definitely the melodious voice of a banshee, or I'm a chicken's aunt. You take a step forward, but ghostly skeletal hands raise up through the creaking floorboards. They reach out, grasping, and you feel your spirit fade at their frigid touch. You're all lucky I misplaced my spectral sickle or cut you down like weeds. Guess I should report back to the gravekeeper anyways. The sun is like right in my eye. Oh no. Where did I end up going? Back to the market. You're back. It's a demon from the underworld, isn't it? Or maybe a lich come to summon up an army of darkness. Nope, it is just a mere banshee. Relax, it's just your run-of-the-mill banshee. A banshee? I knew it. No wonder the dead have been so angry lately. Are they supposed to get any rest with all this racket? But a spirit only becomes a banshee when it's been terribly wronged. Who used to live in that house? I don't really know. It's been abandoned since before my time. Always was pretty creepy though. The place was so haunted that I couldn't get in for a better look. A good exorcism ought to clean it right up. This sort of stuff happen often. Hi, wait, just last year I had to deal with the ghoul that wouldn't stop breaking into the crypts. The old man turns to rummage through his cluttered shack looking for something. Anyways, eventually I had to call in the grave squad exterminators. They got that nasty ghoul rounded up before he befouled too many tomes. But they left behind this, where to get to. Aha! They gave me this! To ward off any angry spirits that might be left over. He holds up a rusty looking lantern. A ghost lamp? I thought those things got recalled because of all those possessions. Huh? I never heard nothing about that. Now, this thing ain't that powerful enough for banshees, but it should keep the lesser spirits away. He gives the lamp a shake, but only a puff of purple smoke rinses off the wick. Ah, jeez, looks like I forgot to keep it fueled up. I'd go and get the gas myself, but with the graveyard in this state... He shrugs feebly at you. You're helpless. What does the ghost lamp need for fuel? He squints at the fading label on the back of the lantern. Let's see. Where one might expect the door to a mausoleum, here instead stands a shrine, adorned heavily with sculpts, perhaps to deter closer inspection. But their arrangement does not serve the dead nor their memory, instead being placed to mask a path beyond. Your knowing fingers reduce it to dust with a tap. Mushrooms and lots of mushrooms. To the swamp. Just give me a little bit, 'cause I wanna dig. But it won't let me dig. Wait, no! We gotta go to the field! Oh my gosh! But yeah, no, we gotta go to the field because we gotta get the gnome hat. We have a puzzle block now. Well, what are you waiting for? The fashion scene moves too quickly to stand around idle. You set the tiny footwear aside. You tuck the sewing kit in the safe nook nearby. You set the little gnome hat nearby. As you present the handful of tiny clothing, the gargoyle lets out a grinding screech. Eee! What? What's wrong? These are simply magnificent! The excited statue seems thrilled about the elf shoes in particular. You nearly gave me a heart attack, and I don't see what's so great about those things. They're barely the size of thimbles. Ignoring you, the gargoyle slips the minuscule shoe onto its wiggling toes. Oh, but aren't they just lovely? And they match my scarf. I think you look ridiculous. Now tell me where the black sheep is. I'll turn you into gravel next. No need to wrinkle up your rags. I carried her out to a secret grove in the woods to hide from the ram. Even managed to save some of her stock as well. Since you're showing yourself to be no friend to the ram, I guess I could fly you out there too. The gargoyle flexes the heavy stone wings on its back. Let's go. Stay back! The ram sent you to finish me off, didn't he? Oh, crackers, I knew I couldn't trust that gargoyle to keep a secret. Calm down, I didn't come to fleece you. In fact, I came to see why that miserable tyrant tried to run you out of town. He gazes around at the rescued rolls of patterned fabrics and balls of colored yarn. All because of this lovely textile work? I never meant to cause trouble, I just wanted to make beautiful clothing. But the ram saw my work as some affront to his great vision. He wants all us sheep to dress the same, think the same, be the same. But I don't understand, why can't we just be different? The loudest voice is seldom the wisest. Tears well up in the sheep's wide-set eyes. They burned down my wool shop and tried to kidnap me. I only barely got away. Thankfully, that helpful gargoyle was able to salvage some of my things from the fire. At a time like this, knitting clothing is the only thing I can do to calm my nerves. I hope I have enough yarn to last me. My poor spinning wheel was broken on the journey here, so I don't think I can make any more. A shame. I too am a weaver, of sorts. Your wheel can't possibly be beyond repair. Can I take a look at it? If you think it would help, be my guest. I knew I needed to make more of these. Oh, hi! Did you need to lift her out to the secret grove? As good as new. A few splints and some elbow grease and she's all ready to go. Wow. Really? Thank you so much. What can I ever do to repay you? I think together we should repay that stinking ram for causing this mess in the first place. I have an idea to knit him a cardigan he won't soon forget. Why? A special gift. That's a lovely idea. But it will need a personal touch. Someone collected from those dim-witted followers of his should do the trick. The ram guards his flock like an ogre. You won't be able to get a single hair off them with him watching. That is a problem. Oh, unless you find his missionaries. Sometimes the ram sends out loyal sheep to spread the word. Why, I bet if anyone could find them, it's you. You found me, after all. He spouts his gibberish to the corners of the world. Where are these missionaries? Nearer than you think. They usually travel to the docks, the graveyard, and the market. A shame they won't have the ram's protection. I've got plenty of fleece here, but if you have something special in mind, just put it by the spinning wheel. Okay. Where did I need to go? Ah! I remember. Crypt collar silk. Don't I need stuff for salt? I think in order to make salts I need mushrooms. Which I have mushrooms, but I don't think I have enough mushrooms. But let's see. Okay. So some crypt crawlers should be around here, I think. Go on and take him to the captain. We'll see you're fairly compensated for your services. A dapper fish sits beside a hoard of seashells, obsessing over each one like a jeweler. He grabs the nearest one and runs his finned fingers carefully over the shell's spines. Bringing the seashell to his lips, he blows a low trumpeting note. His bulbous eyes light up with hopes, as if waiting for something to happen. An uneventful moment passes, and he tosses the disappointing shell aside. Arg, you useless piece of flotsam. He grabs the next shell on the pile. This one. It's gotta be this one. Ahem. I'm looking for the captain of this ship. The fish's eyes swivel at you suspiciously. Hey, you daft. Can't you see my big hat? I am the captain. You don't look much like the father of that little red-haired girl on the docks. Oh, then you must be talking about my predecessor. Tragic, really? The fish shakes his head and blows sad bubbles from his pipe. He grabs the nearest shell and runs his finned fingers carefully over its spines. What happened? Poor bloke went overboard during a nasty typhoon. We tried to fish him out of the drink, but I'm afraid to say he's with the good old Davy Jones now. As his trusty first mate, it is my responsibility to take up his mantle. He adjusts the oversized hat with pride. Now, you best have something for me, or else you wouldn't be wasting my time. You mean these seashells? The deck handout said you pay for them. The fish tears the shells out of your hands with such force that you nearly lose your footing. He brings the first shell to his lips and blows on it so hard that specks of slime go flying everywhere. It makes a pathetic squealing whistle. The fish slumps back down into his fat red chair, tossing aside the shell with sharp disdain. Curse rubbish. I'll never find it. Find what? If you're looking to pick up a musical instrument, you're sure going about it in a funny way. Never you mind what. Just bring me more seashells. He flicks an odd coin-shaped object at your feet. What's this? I just traded you a bunch of shells. It's the currency of the future. If you get in on the ground floor, you'll be richer than the Stag Prince when I'm in charge of things. So if you want to be set for life, you just bring me some more seashells. I think I'll manage my own investments. Thank you. A shame I have to break the bad news to the child about her father. Did you get inside the boat? Have you seen my dad? I'm afraid to inform you that your father was lost at sea. What? That's impossible. He's the captain, and a captain never abandons a ship. Who told you that he was lost? Was it that slimy first mate the fish? As a matter of fact, it was. Why? Of course, that explains why everyone is collecting seashells. He's trying to find the conch. Swindling everyone in town just so they'll help him find a conch shell? It's not just any conch. My dad used to tell a story to all those who'd listen. One night, during a terrible storm, a handsome young sailor fell overboard. As he sank down into the sea, a beautiful mermaid came to his rescue. She brought him back to the shore beneath the lighthouse. It was love at first sight, but alas, they couldn't be together. She had fins and he had feet. They made a special promise: whenever he missed her sweet voice, he'd stand under the lighthouse and blow an enchanted conch. No matter where she was, he'd hear the sound and come see him. That way they could be together, even if only for a moment. Isn't that romantic? It's just a silly fairy tale, girl. But that gross fish believes it. I bet he thinks he can make the mermaid fall in love with him. And if he gets the conch, they both got fins after all. And maybe my dad's still out there. Maybe he got rescued by the mermaid, just like in the story. Oh please, you have to find the conch before the fish does. It might be the only way to find my dad. The fish has everyone in town combing the beach for this thing. What makes you think I'll have a better chance? Maybe they're all looking in the wrong place. The sailor in the story lived in a lighthouse, not on the beach. Kid's got a point. I need more water, gamers. So, give me a second. Whoopsie. Alright, ladies. Got my water situated. So, we did that. This old lighthouse has seen better days. Although it towers high above the pier, the paint has faded and the windows are crusted over the layers of salt. The door refuses to budge. Growths of barnacles and coral seem to have sealed it shut. You put your ear to the keyhole and hear the unmistakable roar of the ocean inside. With your face close to the doors, you spot words carved into the weathered wood. Lengthy, babbling prose about love lost in the sea. Blah. What terrible poetry. But mayhaps it's some forlorn magic left here by the old lighthouse keeper? Well, I don't have time to go fishing for long-lost keys. A good dose of love juice ought to open up any admittable heart. I need more bones. Title tincture. I need more fucking mushrooms. I literally had them and then I completely disposed of them. Interesting. Well, I'm glad to have gotten it now, so we know what the sheep needs. Good, good, good. But we still need more mushrooms. It gets to a point where there's a lot of going back and forth. I think that's my only downside to the game. But other than that, it's been really fun. I just don't think I'm big on fetch quests. Especially when there's like so many individual items to each individual and unique area. But that's also part of the beauty of this game, because every area that has been extremely unique has been really nice to explore. Overall, it's a great game. It's a beautiful game. Am I just a fetch quest kind of gal? Not really. Because that part does get a little much for me sometimes. But we're doing good. We're getting what we need. I think we'll stay in the swamp for a little bit and catch a lot of pick up on some stuff to help stock us up just a tad. You know, get us situated. Because now we need to make this, but we need some dragonfly wings. Okay, dragonfly wings have been made. Okay. What else did I need? What again? Making the key to her heart. But we need a head. In order to do that, we need traps. Needed to make these. Okay. Need more stone. Yeah. And it's a snake. Which then helps us get this. But we need to put this away. Because we need a love potion. should take the time to log in so it doesn't die while I'm, you know, dreaming and whatnot. We gotta dig some. Get rocks up. Then I really want to pet the kitties. I can't wait till I get a fishing rod and help the kitties get little treats. And then they'll be good. And then they'll be great because they'll have little treats. These guys get pickpocketed? How about what you get from pickpocketing people here? Now, we get a big fish guy. Thanks. Now we just need a druid heart. Easy to get. A dryad, root, whatever the heck. Either way, it's still super easy to get. Like I said, easy. Nah, I need bones. The rusty lock makes a sound like a sloppy kiss. Turn the key inside it. Bumping and creaking, the aged metal hinges protest. Years of grime dissolve away. The door swings open to reveal a wall of seawater. You can see fish swimming about inside, but not a drop crosses the threshold. Oh my! The entire lighthouse must be filled up like a bottle. You prod the salty aperture with your fingers, sending ripples along the surface. Then, as if you pulled the stopper from a tub, the water begins to drain. Slowly at first, but quickly building ferocious speed, the waves cascade around you. You catch notes of trumpeting sound draining above the crashing swell. The music turns to soft whispers, the last of the blood is sucked away, leaving the inside of the lighthouse dampened and crusted stranded sea life. You've been down to examine the source of the drainage, and conch sails with through the waterlogged floorboards. Put the conch to your ear. It sounds as if an entire ocean is contained within it. Ah, what a marvel. I wonder if the mermaids still answer its call after all this time. The child's story said to blow it over the water under the lighthouse. Standing at the end of the pier, you blow into the conch. Feel a warm breeze pass through the salty waves and uplift your spirits. Crystal clear trumpeting note rings out from the shell and seems to still the ocean waters to a mirror. Sweet laughter chimes like a bell in response. A shadowy shape approaches from the depth below. An enormous full-bodied figure breaches the stillness of the water, throwing her hair back joyfully and extending her arms out to the sun. You thrust your body up onto the outcropping of rocks, splashing your long fin tail in the waves. Aha! As the mermaid speaks, her voice is so operatic. My gift, lain silent for years. Your sounds again, sad music for my ears. My love are long gone, but their memory still sweet. I thank you for the nostalgia. What would you entreat? I'm looking for a man lost at sea. He was the captain of that tall ship over there. You point to the high sails and the docks. I don't suppose you had any dealings with him. This man I've seen, though his fate unknown, placed on a plank. It's thrown. Downward he plunged, drew not to the bottom. No, a great serpent swam up from the deep and got him. He was pushed overboard? That grubby fish told me he was lost in a storm. Do you see where this Leviathan got to? The lagoon by the shore holds a secret below. Send away the tides, and the serpent will show. Keep that conch close, blow and I shall abide. I'll bring the strength of the sea to your side. With her song finished, she blows you a wet kiss and starts braiding her hair with a shiny seashell. Oh, gamers! I need a stretch. Okay. We've stretched. Get some water. And see what's good. You take a deep breath and press the conch to your lips. Its clarion calls echoes across the rippling tide. You feel the waves swirl around your feet, reverberating with the sound of the conch. The water disappears so fast that you're unsure if the tides are receding into the ocean, or if the sea floor itself is rising from the depths. When the waters recede, you look across the island to a yawning cave opening, but then you sense the steady rhythm of normal breath. Yo! Can't help but shudder under the powerful gaze from across the city before you. A booming voice sounds throughout the cavern, as if you were in the very throat of the beast. Who dare enters my sanctum? I've come looking for a man lost at sea. The coils of the serpent shudder and weave. Brace yourself as the creature reels back and unleashes a cough loud enough to shatter a mountain. Excuse you, have you caught ill, Master Serpent? You landwalkers are all alike, forever throwing your views into my waters. I have been poisoned by your insufferable detritus. My stomach aches, my insides burn. What's the matter? Did you swallow something you shouldn't have? I have swallowed many things. You should not be here, land creature. Now, you're not well, and I may be able to help you. Open up that gob of yours and let me take a look inside. Perhaps you have come to strike the final blow against me. Why should I trust you? You're being dramatic. I'm not going to hurt you, but if you don't let me take a look inside your belly, this sickness will surely fester. Doubtful, but perhaps I can humor you. Prove that you are a friend to the ocean. Answer me these riddles 3. Only then I will trust your words, Landwalker. The first one of my questions. You pull my waters from the ground to quench your thirst. What manner of beast sits atop the well of your forest? A fish. Another question. You may bury your dead in the earth, but there is no escape from the call of the deep. Whose watery gaze watches over your graveyard? Oh, I don't know. I think it's a mermaid. The final question. Do landwalkers desire gold over all things, but in front of your banking house, what creature rules with true happiness? You have answered incorrectly. Wait, let me try again. My memory isn't steel trap it used to be. Yeah, I remember that being a fish. So that is a fish. I was right the first time. Who could have known? On top of the graveyard portal. A mermaid. So it had to have been the village bank that I didn't get right because I said a fish and a mermaid. Village bank. Question is, where is the village bank? It's a whale. Ow! Bastard. A fish, a mermaid, and a whale. fish. A mermaid. A whale. The enormous creature rolls back its yellow eyes, bellowing with laughter. The laughter quickly succumbs to another bout of violent coughing. Cursed my miserable body, can I not even enjoy a moment of levity? It appears I was mistaken about you, Landwalker. You have proven yourself worthy of my trust. Beast opens wide its cavernous jaws, filling the air with the spice stench. Enter, but heed my warning. Break your word, and I will digest you without hesitation. Ahoy! Don't tell me that overgrown eel gobbled you up as well. Come and warm yourself by the fire. We ain't going anywhere soon. You look at the throbbing red walls of the monster's stomach and notice the discoloration in his body. The campfire smoke is surely the cause of the beast's ailment. Ah, actually I came here looking for you, Captain. Eh? How'd you know I was a captain? There's a little minnow waiting on the docks for her father. Oh, my little girl, my heart and joy, I promised I'd see her as soon as we anchored, but I never got the chance. Has it got anything to do with that fishy fellow threatening your ship? Raising his arms in anger, the man stumps his fleshy floor. The outburst causes a coughing fit, rocking you back and forth. That rotten son of a barnacle, just a few weeks from home, fired to mutiny. Ever since I told him the tale of the mermaid and her conch, got this hungry look in his eye. I'd never seen someone so obsessed. But he and the other bad apples jumped me in the middle of the night and tied me up. The rest of my trusty crew as well. Then that flop and flounder made us walk the plank briny deep. I was praying to Neptune, and he must have answered my call. This great bloody serpent swallowed me up and saved me from drowning. Been stuck in here ever since, can't seem to get out, but the fire keeps me from going all the way through the other end, at least. Though, with that metal head of yours, you ought to have no trouble passing through without much fuss. Just what I needed today. Say, I'll have Smokey's cousin or host great discomfort. I'm sure you'd both be happier if you parted ways. How do you suppose we do that? Let me see what I can cook up with that fire pit of yours. If one were to build up enough irritants, the beast may provoke to be exposed to expelling the source. Allergenic potpourri. I think I just went through the creature's butt. Yep. Finally, I learned how to make a fishing line, and it's all because I'm a gosh dang idiot. I didn't know how to make one in the first place. Actually, I believe the village does have a dog, doesn't it? I'll get the kitty first. I can't. I need milk. Gotta be a cow around here somewhere. Yeah, there's a doggy right here. Get my ear itched because I got an itchy ear. I think there's a cow around here somewhere. There has to be. Well, I feel like the market probably has a cow then. Oh, why did I put the kitty to sleep? That's fine. sorry. I had an itchy ear and then I got distracted. By my phone. We need to go back to the docks. We're gonna get where we need to get so we can hopefully finish with the fish. If one were to build enough irritants, the beast may be provoked into explosively expelling the source. You set the smelly preparations beside the fire. You set the smelly preparations beside the fire. You pile the eye-watering ingredients on the campfire and fan the flames. Soon black smoke billows up and fills every nook and cranny with stinging odor. The captain scratches his nose and stifles a great sneeze. Phew, that's quite a concoction. This serpent will feel more than a tickle in his throat. Feel a deep rumbling through the fleshy floor. You're ready to set sail, Captain. We'll be out of here soon enough. You kick up the smoky coals, spreading the aggravating haze until a rumbling quake knocks you onto your backside. Landwalker, what have you... The captain leaps into your arms and the two of you clutch each other tightly as muscles contract violently beneath your feet. A surging contraction forces you up and out of the serpent's blowhole like a gun shot. You shoot out of the serpent's cavern and clear over the lagoon. The captain holds you tighter than a life buoy as you sail across the blue sky. The tiny harbor front below grows closer and closer until the whole mass of a ship rushes up to meet you. With a clash of splintering wood and rushing water, everything goes black. You regain your senses and get to your feet. Despite feeling a bit soggy, everything seems to be in working order. Behind you, the fish's base of operation has been cracked open like an egg. Fishermen are busy rescuing shell-shocked sailors from the waters. Oh my, what happened here? You didn't see it? A great bloody cannonball came rocketing out of the sky and dove in the captain's pride of joy. Poor girl didn't even stand a chance. An never seen a shot so powerful. I think all hands managed to clear the wreckage, though. All hands? What about the fish? Buccaneer wipes a single salty tear from his face. He points to something familiar that has washed up on the nearby shore. You know what they say, the captain always goes down with the ship. It appears to be the big captain's hat, last worn by the fish, waterlogged and shot through with splinters. You reach down to pick it up, but it flops on the sand like some beach sea creature, the soul of a fish. Well dang, look at that. We got the fish taken care of. It's been quite chunky. These have definitely gotten longer because we're running around literally everywhere. So that's been pretty cool. I think we're gonna end the stream. So we will see you guys tomorrow. Take care. And if you're catching this after hours, thank you for tuning in still. It helps me out a lot when you guys, even if you don't catch me when I'm live, still check in, still peep the stream, see what's going on. Hope you guys all have a good night. probably a bit later. Take care.